absolutely.
So
Belly, stay on with us. We, in fact, have Mr. Ashwani Dubey also joining us on the broadcast. So thank you so much for taking out time. And, of course, as per sources, we are now getting to know that Nimisha Priya's execution date has now been postponed. What do you make, and you know, what is the kind of effort that may have perhaps gone into this now coming to light?
18th was the date when her execution was to be done by the Yemen government. But as of now, that was, I'm sorry, the 16th July. But the Yemeni officials have postponed the execution of Nimisha Priya, and the Indian government officials are in touch with the Yemeni authorities. Despite the sensitivities involved, the Indian government and the Indian authorities are working with the Yemen government. The question here is that there is, as per the Sharia law, there is also blood money which if it can be paid to the victim's family as per their own laws, and then in that eventuality that the government can pardon the punishment, the execution punishment awarded to any convict. Here in this case also, if you see the Supreme Court petition, the family members have requested the Honorable Supreme Court to look into this matter and ask the government of India to talk to the Yemen government that they are ready to pay the blood money. Even if you see the Kerala Chief Minister and Governor, they are also very much concerned about this issue. But the question here is, if you see the yesterday's Attorney General, Mr. Venkat Ramani, which he told in the Supreme Court that every channel has been exhausted to seek reprieve for the Nimisha Priya, but nothing has worked so far, and the situation may now lie beyond the Indian government's control. But as of now, the news which is coming that they have postponed the execution of Indians, that is, of course, because of the diplomatic channels which are being exhausted and working upon by the Indian government and Indian agency, the Ministry of External Affairs. Let's see what happens tomorrow. But this is very good news which is coming, and I think the efforts made by the Ministry of External Affairs and the officials must be applauded. Let's see what happens tomorrow, and we are waiting for the further development. But as of now, yes, the execution which was to happen on July 16th have been postponed, and so far as the 8.5 crore which was offered as a blood money, that has not been accepted yet, but execution has been postponed. So that is because of the diplomatic channels which have been opened. Further developments will come. We'll definitely deliberate and talk on this issue.
Ashwani, this is Vineet here. Of course, this is good news coming in, and like you said, this is basis the government efforts that Nimisha's execution in Yemen has been postponed. In your experience, with the Sharia law, something that you also articulated just a couple of minutes ago, what is likely to happen over here? What are the different scenarios that we're looking at this point in time, Ashwani? Could this woman be pardoned completely? Do you think diplomacy will prevail over the Sharia law? And what are the precedents from the past, Ashwani, that we can in fact rely upon to, make a case for her?
Vineet bhai, since with the Yemen, there is no specific treaty with the government of India, or you say the diplomatic channels which we have with other countries, like we have seen that the 9 naval officers, former naval officers, which were pardoned from the Kuwait and they came to India. But here, the Judicial Council of the Yemen, they have already taken a decision in her case, and the punishment awarded by the lower court has been upheld by this top court of that Yemen government, number one. Number two, but there is an option, and that option is on the discretion of the victim's family. Supposingly, Vineet bhai, under the Sharia law, and that law is in their country, if the blood money, which is called the person shall be given to the country or originator, or the person shall be pardoned if the money which is being offered is paid. Here in this case, 8.5 crore is being offered as a blood money, and that the Supreme Court, they have also deliberated, the family members and the agencies and the NGOs which are working for the Nimisha Priya, and they have filed this petition. But the question is, Supreme Court cannot issue dictate to the Yemen government because the jurisdiction, if we see the court jurisdiction, is differing. Only thing is the diplomatic channels. And as of now, the Indian government is in a position where the Indian government and the Ministry of External Affairs, if exhaust this diplomatic channel, then definitely she can come back. But so far as the precedent, so far Yemen is concerned, Vineet bhai, this would be the first case where in lieu of the blood money, some person who has been convicted by the top court will be, if pardoned, then will be pardoned there. That we will deliberate later on. But this would be the very classic case, because with the Yemen government or the jail where she is lost, there the diplomatic channels, we see the relationship with the Indian government is not too good. So that is why the government has to be proactive, and government has to proactively talk to the Yemen officials that she should be pardoned and they are ready to pay the blood money. That whether they accept it or not, but as of now they have refused. The family members of the victims have refused to accept this money. But good news is that the execution is deferred. So we are hoping that yes, other diplomatic channels might have worked well, Vinith Bhai.